You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Drake and 21 Savage. Nah, I ain't see this coming. But on Drake put out an album, Honestly Nevermind, this year. Trash. But you know those Afro beats, they coming into fruition, so I guess he just tried to ride that wave. But the last song on that CD was with 21 Savage, and it was pretty much the only rap song on there. And it's hard as a motherfucker. Like, that's the only song. Hard as a motherfucker. They pretty much presented to the people, hey, new 21 Savage and Drake collab album, October. And I ain't got to listen to it yet, but I will. I'm gonna get to it. I knew I was gonna talk about this shit, so I ain't wanna listen to it. I just want to tell how I felt about it. I mean, I would have never guessed Drake would fuck with 21 Savage on a whole album or like, you know, a whole project. It just seems so out of the box, you know. But we were supposed to get Drake and Future Part 2 in 2020, but the pandemic hit. Okay, so you got the pandemic all 2020. So of course we're gonna push this back. And then 2021 comes, and I guess shit changed. Pretty much plans and agendas changed because we just had a pandemic. We had to switch up a whole lot of shit. We couldn't tour, we couldn't do shows. So in 2021, Drake comes out with Certified Lover Boy, which was a decent album. I don't think it was his best work, but I think he did record a couple of good joints to fill it out and make sure it was a decent album. I can tell just by listening, a lot of those songs were throwaway songs, old songs, and I can tell he went in the booth and got right at it and was like, yeah, I need to come out. I need to at least put a few dope joints on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that too. But, you know, we fast forward to 2022. We in October. You know, the 10th month in 2022. And Future put out a project like in March, I think. Maybe April. Some shit like that. And he probably the biggest artist out now, man. You know. Like, Future done took off like a rocket this year. Bang after bang after banger on that one CD. You know what I'm saying? On that one CD. So he probably don't feel like he need a Drake collab right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason, that's the only thing I can think of as to why Drake would want to go to 21 Savage and do a collab album. Like, where did that come from? You know, but Drake, he always puts himself, put himself with a star. You know, he does a lot for other up and coming artists or new artists. But on the flip side, those up and coming artists or new artists, they do some shit for him. Like a hot feature from an artist that's been out that hops on a new artist song, that does something for both. Like, that's, even though Drake the bigger artist, that does something. That new hot artist who got that hot song that you just put a verse on or a remix to, like, that's same level shit. You know what I'm saying? So Drake's smart, his team's smart, you know. So when Versace come out with Amigos and he hop on it, boom, they take off. You know, going up on a Tuesday, we would have never fucked with that nigga if Drake didn't hop on that song. I can name countless and countless of artists. Young Blue. You know, Drake did a song with Young Blue. Piped him up, out of here. You know, I can go on and on about the Drake features. Whenever Drake get a feature, it can take you out of here. You know what I'm saying? You out of here. You know. And at the same time, that new artist or that up and coming artist, he gets some sizzle loss for that too, just like Cardi B and Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B is the vet, you know, the more established artist. Glorilla is new, hot single, hot song, boom. They both collab on that, and boom. It's a, you know, they both get the recognition that they wanted and needed out of that joint. So when I see Drake fucking with 21 Savage, I just see it as Future didn't have time, or he didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause Drake is he's a wave rider. You know what I'm saying? He's a wave rider. Whatever's hot, whatever artist hot, or whatever they doing, he going over there. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very into the game. You know what I'm saying? He's not sitting back being nonchalant. I'm Drake. Nah, he paying attention. He moving chess pieces on the board type shit. What do I expect out of this album? I expect Drake to carry 21 Savage on the songs. 21 Savage got some new writers, cause this shit is sounding real good. I don't know how you go from I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account to having some of the hardest verses out, like the J. Cole verse, the Gunna verse that he put on Gunna album. Like, yeah, somebody writing this shit. He got them old, whoever in charge of 21 Savage management, they did exactly what the fuck they needed to do. They got them old writers up out of there, and they got him a writer, and he's writing some shit for 21 Savage, and the shit sounded good, real good. A lot of the last 21 Savage features or songs, singles, they been bumping, and he been going the fuck off. So, Drake ain't gonna get no sauce from 21 Savage. This pretty much gonna be a Drake-led song. When he fuck with Future, Future's taking the lead. Don't get that shit twisted. When Drake was doing that collab album, or when he does features with Future, Future is in charge. He is driving the car of that song. And Drake just coming in and doing Drake. You know, he do deliver. You know, he do deliver. He find his pocket and he ride it. But make no mistake about it, Future was carrying him on some of them songs. Now the 30 for 30 song, Drake did your thing on that one. And I'm sure it's a couple of other songs that, you know, they pretty much Drake songs, but Future got on it. But for the most part, you know, Future carried that and riding that wave, and Drake just along for the ride. And Future and Drake, they both get a lot of, you know, they get a lot out of that. So that's my thoughts on the Drake and 21 Savage album. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some nice cuts on there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a dope album.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.